The marshals are ready for action. The drivers are lined up, coming through the final corner. Cars still making their way around the bend now. The lights go green, off they go. We've got Zahir Essa in the front over there. Alongside him, Jordan Sherrod, Leslie Oliphant in a third position. Bashir Jadwat now trying to sneak ahead into third, looks like it. And look how close the Audi is to that Porsche over there. Porsche goes inside, Audi in the middle, Porsche on the outside. You said there was going to be touching.
I told you that's going to be a bit of contact. Brilliant racing. And there's mayhem in the back. Charles Wilkin took the sausage curb, got airborne. I think he's gone into the wall. But that is great racing because that's door to door. I've got no issue with it. But it's quite an interesting little discussion that too, because what's cool for me, it's like, where do you want to be? Do you want to be dominating Pro-Am or do you want to be racing in pros? And I think the cool thing is for guys, he needed to move up, and he didn't have there wasn't a second rig, which is why he couldn't. Him and his brother were sharing. But he was dominant in Pro-Am, so he needs to be here. But what I'm enjoying in Pro-Ams, I'm seeing a lot of guys that are like running third, fourth, getting confidence up, building on their racecraft, and then taking that jump. Because when you do come to pros, it's gonna be a big step up. You're gonna find yourself like proper 14th, 15th place, having your battles there. So it's good to see Morgan adapting to racing with a pro season. It's a great overtake move. Turn one is a well-known overtaking spot, obviously, but all of that hard work was done on that exit of that chicane and onto the last corner and down on the straight. So well done.
And now getting another look down the inside is the Porsche. The Porsche has a look down the inside. Yes, he gets it.
Now watch it. If he stays here, watch it. He won't have it. If he stays here, we saw that in the previous race. If he actually just stays on the outside, he can really block off that move because he's ending up on the right-hander coming in. Remember we watched in Pro-Am, it happened twice. I kept on saying, that's the move done. And then the guy ended up being able to come back and defend it. So I'm surprised that Vasaki maybe just couldn't get on the power early enough there, but I thought he was going to be able to secure that and defend that overtake move. But that's a great move. Late on the brakes, committed on the brakes, and enough space to go 2 cars through that corner.
Well, it's that type of corner, isn't it? I mean, you can go in late on the brakes, so you just got to hope for the best that the guy around your outside doesn't exactly turn in on you, and you guarantee to make the position happen.
He's been super consistent. We're back in the field now, back for 12. So we're on board with Zander Ritz having a look at Krobler in the Merc up ahead of him. And it looked like the same thing with Kadile. We know that Merc doesn't seem to be handling that well. That's not a place. No, that's very, very naughty. Zander. Very, very naughty. That's good timing though.
Dives down the inside. Dives down the inside. That was a lunge right there. That was a lunge. That is the very definition of a lunge.
That was the lunge that Tasman probably would have tried to attempt as well.
But you would have pulled it off though. You would have pulled it off.
So I would have gone in a little bit deeper.
Well, speaking of lunging, he's getting lunged at by, looks like Albertine now. Albertine gets the position and Roots might have got some damage there. Let's hope he hasn't got some permanent damage. These cars are quite sensitive. If you do get into a collision like that, it does cause some problems sometimes. Not big problems, but certainly can throw someone off their game. Or
the only damage that's going to happen, top of the podium 1 week and bottom of the list the next week.
Unbelievable. That is racing. That old phrase, that's racing. We've got Ferrari lunges down the inside there. They make contact. Oh my goodness, that's Byron Walker.
I've got no problem with that. Why is he stopping? Don't let him go. It was a great move.
Byron Walker makes contact with the Aston Martin. Oh, this is great. You guys are going to disagree about this one already. I love it.
Getting him back pass. He actually did the move. He was up the inside of him and the guy turns into him. I'll watch that again. I promise you.
Byron Walker lunges down the inside, knocks Brent Lindsay-Ray, who's got a 15-second penalty. I was about to ask you what would happen in that situation for you, Tasman. Would you let the guy go past? The Porsche goes sideways there. The 80 context evasive maneuvers. Quite Claessens or Morgan McCall gets past Kieran Patterson, who gets a little bit sideways there. So easy to do in these Porsches. So easy to do. Patterson a little bit further back, but Morgan McCall certainly within striking distance of Quade Claessens. He's going to try and have a look.
Have a look. It's Kieran who's all over the back of Morgan.
Oh, here we go. Kieran getting there. Yes.
Morgan made in there. Morgan was on the back of Quade. It looks like he made a bit of a mistake.
Oh, he runs wide. Morgan runs wide. Oh, Kieran gets down the inside now. Who's going to get the line for the next left-hander? Kieran gets the line. Kieran takes the position. And McCall, we were just saying a second ago, McCall looking good, but losing out once again. And this time, though, fair and square.
You know, it's funny. We were saying that's what's been holding Kieran up, and Morgan's been so consistent. They went and made 2 little mistakes, and Kieran's back up front. But I mean, it's like deja vu. We've spoken through this a few times now, because that's where he passed him last time as well. So it's like, if Kieran can just keep it tidy now and just not make mistakes, like Taz was saying, looks like he's struggling with rear grip. If he can just try and focus and get back on the back of Craig Claassens, I do think he's got the quicker pace, because they've fallen back, and every time they've been able to close back on Jet. Jason Webb now all over the back of Junior McCall. So the McCalls are thick in the action at the moment. Alps 7 and Circuit to Catalunya.
Oh, just look at that. Jason Webb, both of them going on the sand there. Jason Webb right over the back bumper of Junior McCall now. The pressure is real as Junior McCall runs ever so slightly wide. They're now going through the very tight complex section here. And
ocular view is that special. Put your binocs on. Of things.
Craig Claassens has made more overtakes than anybody else this race, but he's
Yeah,
still in the
but
same
I'm
position.
the 1 point.
Kieran Patterson has made.
Sorry, Kieran Patterson, yeah.
Quaid's been chilled.
Yeah.
So that's it. Zaire crossing the line for the win. Jeez, we forgot about
That's
it.
so uneventful. It's so uneventful. He's so far ahead.
12 seconds, not bad. Good racing. Yeah. Second, Jordan. Listen, I loved the first 2 laps of this race. Good to see Jordan. We knew we would do it. Real race experience. Putting the elbows out and telling Zaire, bud, I'm here to battle you. But credit to Zaire, eh?
Yeah, unbelievable. Cool heads prevailed. And Zaire Essa did what he needed to do. The pressure that guy had to withstand the first couple of laps, and still to get away like that. Well done, team. The guys are all flashing their lights. Bashir Jadwat crosses the line in 3rd place. He's happy with that. Jordan Shedid, of course, in 2nd. Ace, for me, a staggering result considering he's in an Audi.